Hey, what is up, guys? This is Bo, or Carl Hunga 712, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the leak we saw. I know I'm a little late to the party. This was our last week of finals for law school, so I'll be able to stream more and upload more during the summer for you guys. Still will be doing a few classes, but I'll definitely be able to upload more. Make sure if you haven't already, subscribe, hit that like button. If you like the video, let me know if you have any comments in the comment section. And the gameplay in the background here is on probably my favorite map in this game, or at least one of probably top 3 maps in the game. I end up dropping about 70 with probably, or arguably, a top 2 gun in the game, the Volkssturmgewehr. Phenomenal weapon, but like I said, that's got some pretty solid gameplay in the background. But I figured today we talk about the Black Ops 4 leaks that pretty much everybody and their brother has been discussing over the last week. I know I'm a little late to the party again, but finals come first. Call of Duty comes after that. So I figured, well, I got a little time here. We'd discuss it, have some pretty solid gameplay in the background, and kind of just what I think the reason was for releasing, or basically teasing this by Treyarch. And I think when it comes to Treyarch, there's always a reason for what they do, and I mean it sounds pretty obvious. You know, there's a reason why we do things, obviously, but I think it's always calculated when it comes to Treyarch, and I think this, not only was it to drive up, interest in the reveal coming up here the 17th, so just in a couple of weeks here, but I think another reason for it was to kind of, show us what direction they're going to be going in, and again, which will help drive up interest. And one thing I'd like to say to you guys too is that, we won't know anything for sure until the 17th, and I mean, you guys know that it's an obvious thing, but if you guys are worried about what direction the next Call of Duty game is going to be, if we really know what we're talking about, not necessarily. We're just looking at what's been given to us through these 4 perks and what it could mean. But anyways, the first perk we see, and I think I think this is the whole key perk, or the whole, the main perk to look at here. And that's the individual climbing a ladder. You see a couple of hands grabbing a rung on a ladder and climbing it. Well, why does, the first thing I ask myself is, why did Treyarch leak that specific perk? Or why, just looking at all these perks, why was this one leaked? And I think this perk was leaked for one reason, to let us know, and to basically let us rest assured that this game is going to be boots on the ground. I think there's no question about it, because I don't think there'd really be a reason for having a perk that allows you to climb objects faster if you have a jetpack, because why would you just not jump to the next ledge rather than climb a ladder, which probably leaves you vulnerable and allows you to be killed? Because, of course, in Advanced Warfare, we had ladders. I think the real reason we had ladders in AW was because there was a boots-on-the-ground mode for people who didn't want to boost all over the map. But that's what I think right away. And, of course, I would say just the same as all the other YouTubers, Call of Duty YouTubers out there have stated. I'm sure I'm sure it'll be called dexterity. I'm sure it'll be some sort of dexterity perk that just allows you to climb ladders quicker, and probably mantle over objects a little quicker, help you guys out if you want to be speedy, or if you want to maneuver or traverse the map a little quicker. Next perk we see, which I think is kind of an interesting one, is an individual basically reloading a weapon. They got a magazine in their hand, and it appears to me, and like I said, of course, you can't tell from the patch, there's not detailed enough, but to me it looks like some Kalashnikov brand of rifle. I'm going to guess an AK-47 or an AN-94, something along those lines. To me, that's what it looks like. I think it's pretty clear. Could be wrong, but I don't think it's anything crazy in the future. I think it's just some sort of AK variant. But anyways, the perk itself to me appears to be some kind of fast reload type of perk, which is, like I said, kind of interesting, because typically Treyarch doesn't do this. Usually that's done by way of attachment. what was it? It was fast mags in in the last couple of Call of Duties, where it's basically an extra magazine that's duct taped to the other magazine, so you can just flip it and reload it, rather quickly. Of course, we did see that perk in Black Ops 1, and I can't remember for sure if we saw it in World at War, just because it's, I didn't really play World at War very much. But even though I love the game, I can't remember. But anyways, usually you see those perks in the other Call of Duty games and not Treyarch's games. So that's kind of interesting. It might not be sleight of hand, but I think it's pretty obvious that it's going to either be sleight of hand or possibly fast hands. That's another possibility I haven't heard many people say, but it could be a fast hands perk that allows you to just swap weapons quicker. But again, I don't think you'd be grabbing his magazine if it was fast hands. The next perk we see is Hyena, I think, is what most people have been saying. Basically, I would say that the Hyena is scavenger. It's a scavenger type of animal. That'd be my guess. I think it's going to be scavenger, so you're going to be able to, of course, I still can't believe I died in the background there from my supply drop hitting me, but yeah, I think it's going to be just a scavenger perk where it allows you to reload or to pick up some extra ammunition. You're going to be able to refill your tacticals, your lethals, just like we've seen in all the other Treyarch games. That'd be my opinion. I think it's scavenger. I know a few people have said it might be stalker or it might be something like that, but again, typically with Treyarch we see the attachments that allow this to happen, allow this different movement to happen, and it's done via stock, the stock attachment. So we'll definitely see here, like I said, the 17th, I'm sure we'll hear about the patches and what they may mean, and we'll get to see some gameplay. So, that'll alleviate some of our concerns. But anyways, like I said, if you had to ask me, I think that is scavenger. I don't think it is a stalker perk or anything like that. And the last one that we get to see is a picture of a guy's boot down on the ground. And I think it's pretty obvious here. This is going to be a lightweight perk of some sort. We pretty much have lightweight in most of the Call of Duty games. I think it's been pretty much in every Treyarch game. So that'll increase your sprint speed, and I believe usually with lightweight you can take less fall damage. So, if you got to hop out of a second-story building, you're not going to take as much damage hitting the ground. Again, great perk to have. And then we had a couple of wild card pictures in the top right-hand corner as well. Again, just a typical thing we see in most of the Call of Duties. So you're allowed to take multiple perks from that slot if you wish to. What do I think this means? Basically, I think what Treyarch's letting us know is that I think this game is going to be, and I've said this from the beginning. I've said this when we learned that the next game is going to be Black Ops 4. I think this is going to basically be Black Ops 2 2.0. I think that's really what we're getting here, which I'm a big fan of. I loved Black Ops 2. It was my favorite Call of Duty by far. And I think what Treyarch's letting us know with these perks is that your soldier's going to move smoothly, fluently. It's going to be a fast-paced and fun game, just as Black Ops 2 was. And I think that is the whole goal of these leaks here. This this little teaser that Treyarch gave us. I think they're just letting us know, hey, this is going to be a fast, fun game, just like Black Ops 2 was. And we're going to try to get a little excitement going here for the reveal May 17th. But like I said, I'd like to know from you guys in the comments section what you guys think. If you guys think this is, if you guys feel that these perks are the same thing, do you, are we reading too much into this? Which, like I said, I always think sometimes we read too much into these things, But I think it was pretty clear that, I think it was from a stockholders meeting a little while back, that the next few Call of Duties are going to be boots on the ground. We're not going to have to worry about the futuristic stuff. Although some of the jetpack stuff was, it was okay for something different. But, I've always been a bigger fan of the traditional movement. I like a little realism with this game. And, when we're 75 feet in the air, we don't quite get that realism. But again, I'd like to hear what you guys think. If you guys think that's what the next Call of Duty is going to be like, is it's going to be very similar to Black Ops 2, Do you think it's going to be, you know, just kind of a brand new thing? And what era do you think it's going to be in? Because I know there were some people that leaked earlier this year that the game's going to take place in 2020. You know, and of course, the game Black Ops 2 took place in 2025. So I think that's quite possible. And we may see, you know, you never know. We may see Treyarch take us further, you know, into the future than 2020. I don't think that's going to happen. I think staying in the modern era is probably going to be the best bet for Call of Duty for just a little while, anyways. But yeah, again, like I said, this was my takeaway from it. I think we basically have a lot of the same perks from Black Ops 2. We're going to see a lot of this, you know. I think a lot of the other perks are going to be the same. Going to be from Black Ops 2. And again, I think the game's going to be a fast, fun game. A fast, fun game that's, you know, that we're all going to enjoy. And that's, like I said, that's what I'm hoping for. And, you know, I think that's what we're going to get. So, I think, you know, do I think Call of Duty's dying, by the way? No, I don't. I mean, it's the #1 game every year. We probably won't see it as the #1 game this year with Red Dead Redemption, which I believe is why we are getting the game a little early. But I think that's a great thing. You know, get the game out there, get some hype going for it. You know, what does Treyarch need to be successful? Treyarch always delivers. They always have since I played Call of Duty. But, you know, bring us some maps, bring us some good maps, bring us a balanced game. You know, have some viable weapons. You know, you don't have to have the same weapons, you know, as Black Ops 2. But, you know, you could throw a few of the same ones in. But, yeah, like I said, I'm excited, you know, and that's why I wanted to bring you guys this video because, like I said, I think that was the point of leaking these perks was to, like I said, get some hype going. You know, let us know what path they're on and just get us ready for this reveal here in just a couple of weeks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, make sure if you have stuck around this whole time, make sure you like and subscribe for more videos. Like I said, I should be streaming this week. Coming up for you guys. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you next video. Bo out.